Veracruz, formerly Veracruz de Ignacio de la Lave, officially Free and Sovereign State of Veracruz de Ignacio de la Lave, Spanish, Estado Libre y Soberano de Veracruz de Ignacio de la Lave, is one of the 31 states that, along with the Federal District, comprise the 32 federative entities of Mexico. It is divided in 212 municipalities and its capital city is Xalapa Enriquez. This state is located in eastern Mexico. It is bordered by the states of Tamaulipas to the north, San Luis Potosi and Hidalgo to the west, Puebla to the southwest, Oaxaca and Chiapas to the south, and Tabasco to the southeast. On its east, Veracruz has a significant share of the coastline of the Gulf of Mexico. The state is noted for its mixed ethnic and indigenous populations. Its cuisine reflects the many cultural influences that have come through the state because of the importance of the port of Veracruz. In addition to the capital city, the state's largest cities include Veracruz, Coatzacoalcos, Córdoba, Minatitlan, Poza Rica, Boca del Rio and Orizaba. Etymology: the full name of the state is Veracruz de Ignacio de la Lave. Veracruz was named after the city of Veracruz, from Latin Vera Crux, in English, literally, True Cross, which was originally called the Villa Rica de la Veracruz. The suffix is in honor of Ignacio de la Lave y Segura-Zevelos, 1818–1863, who was the governor of the Veracruz from 1861 to 1862. The state's seal was authorized by the state legislature in 1954, adapting the one used for the port of Veracruz and created by the Spanish in the early 16th century. Geography: Political geography. The state is a crescent-shaped strip of land wedged between the Sierra Madre Oriental to the west and the Gulf of Mexico to the east. Its total area is 78,815 square kilometers, 430.6 square miles, accounting for about 3.7% of Mexico's total territory. It stretches about 650 kilometers, 403.9 miles, north to south, but its width varies from between 212 kilometers, 131.7 miles, to 36 kilometers, 22.4 miles, with an average of about 100 kilometers, 62.1 miles, in width. Veracruz shares common borders with the states of Tamaulipas, to the north, Oaxaca and Chiapas, to the south, Tabasco, to the southeast, and Puebla, Hidalgo, and San Luis Potosi, on the west. Veracruz has 690 kilometers, 428.7 miles, of coastline with the Gulf of Mexico. Natural geography. The natural geography can be categorized into 9 regions: the Sierra de Zongolica, the Ticoyotla region, the Huayacacotla region, the Metlac River area, the Tuxtlas region, the Central region, the Jubilant Laguna del Castillo region, the Pueblo Viejo Tamula region and the Laguna de Alvarado region. The topography changes drastically, rising from the narrow coastal plains to the highlands of the eastern Sierra Madre. Elevation varies from sea level to the Pico de Orizaba, Mexico's highest peak at 5,636 meters, 490.8 feet, above sea level. The coast consists of low sandy strips interspersed with tidewater streams and lagoons. Most of the long coastline is narrow and sandy with unstable dunes, small shifting lagoons and points. The mountains are of the Sierra Madre Oriental and the Trans-Mexican Volcanic Belt. Mountain ranges include the Sierra de Tapula, Sierra de Otontepec, Sierra de Huayacacotla, Sierra de Coxscuy, Sierra de Chiconcuyeco, Sierra de Jalacingo, Sierra de Ixtacuapan, Sierra de Huatusco, Sierra de Zongolica and the Sierra de las Tuxtla. Major peaks include Pico de Orizaba, 5,636 meters, 490.8 feet, Cofre de Parat, 4,282 meters, 14,048.6 feet, Cerro de Tecamates, 3,227 meters, 10,587.3 feet, Cerro del Vigia Alta, 3,055 meters, 10,023.0 feet, and Cerro de Three Torres, 2,997 meters, 9,832.7 feet. The Pico de Orizaba is covered in snow year-round, the Cofre de Parat is covered in winter. Major valleys include the Acultzingo, Córdoba, Maltrata, Orizaba and San Andres. More than 40 rivers and tributaries provide water for irrigation and hydroelectric power. They also carry rich silt down from the eroding highlands, which is deposited in the valleys and coastal areas. All of the rivers and streams that cross the state begin in the Sierra Madre Oriental or in the Central Mesa, flowing east to the Gulf of Mexico. The important ones include Actopan River, Acuitampan River, Rio Blanco, Quezon's River, Coatzacoalcos River, Rio de la Antigua, Huayapan River, Jamampa River, Notla River, Banaco River, Papaloapan River, Decoyula River, Tonila River, Tuxpan River and Solapa River. The largest in terms of water discharge are the Panaco, Tuxpan, Papaloapan, Coatzacoalcos and Tuxpanapa. The Panaco, Tuxpan, Papaloapan and Coatzacoalcos are navigable. Two of Mexico's most polluted rivers, the Coatzacoalcos and the Rio Blanco, are located in the state. Much of the pollution comes from industrial sources, but the discharge of sewerage and uncontrolled garbage disposal are also major contributors. The state has very few sewage treatment plants, with only 10% of sewage being treated before discharge. The state also has 10 major waterfalls and 10 major coastal lagoons. There is only one significant lake, called Lake Camaco. Off the coast are the islands of Isla de Lobos, Isla de los Burros, Isla de Sacrificios, Isla de Samandina, Isla del Idolo, Isla del Toro, Isla Frijoles, Isla Juan Ramirez, Isla Pajares and Isla Tan, and the ocean reefs called Blanquilla, Medio, Tancolo, Tuxpan, Gualagilla, Galaga, Anegada de Atendo and Anegada de Afuera and Cape Zo. Climate. The large variation of altitude results in a large mixture of climates, from cold, snow-topped mountain peaks to warm wet tropical areas on the coast. 32% of the state is classified as hot and humid, 52% is hot and semi-humid, 9% is warm and humid, 6% as temperate and humid, and 1% is classified as cold. Hot and semi-humid climates dominate from sea level to about 1,000 meters, 280.8 feet, above sea level. Average annual temperature ranges from 22 to 26 C, with precipitation varying from 2,000 millimeters, 78.7 in, to just over 3,500 millimeters, 137.8 in, per year. Cooler and humid climates are found at elevations between 1,000 meters, 280.8 feet, and 1,600 meters, 249.3 feet. These have an average temperature of between 18 and 22 C, with precipitation varying between 2,000 millimeters, 78.7 in, and 2,500 millimeters, 98.4 in. Temperate climates are found at higher altitudes, between 1,600 meters, 249.3 feet, and 2,800 meters, 186.4 feet. Temperatures here vary from 12 to 18 C with precipitation varying more, between 500 millimeters, 19.7 in, and 2,500 millimeters, 98.4 in. Cold climates are found at the highest elevations, reaching up to the Cofre de Barat and the Pico de Orizaba. There is a small semi-arid region around the city of Barat in the west of the Huasteca area. This is due to a rain shadow caused by the Trans-Mexican volcanic belt in the Sierra Madre Oriental, which do not permit the flow of moist Gulf air to this region. Ecosystems: various types of forest cover the state, but evergreen tropical forest dominate. The state's ecoregion is of great importance for many plant and animal species. It is a center of plant endemism and has two separate endemic bird areas. The northern part of the state as well as the higher mountain areas are convergence zones between lowland evergreen tropical forest and more temperate flora and fauna. It is also the northernmost occurrence of subhumid tropical forest in Mexico, although little of this remains, mostly on steep slopes. This tropical forest is situated in the northeastern coastal plain and extends into southern Tamaulipas state, on the east side of the Sierra Madre Oriental. The soils here are volcanic and shallow, but with rich organic matter. Species that predominate include Mayan breadnut, Brosimum malicastrum, Sapodilla, Manuka zipida, Rosadillo, Celtis monoica, Bursera simaruba, Dendroponex arboris, and Sideroxylon capiri. This ecoregion extends into the central part of the state, with vegetation changing to include mahogany, Swidnium acrophylla, Sapodilla, Manuka zipida, Bernulia flammei, and Astronium graveolens. Veracruz has been described as having one of the richest varieties of wildlife in the Western Hemisphere. There is an especially diverse array of endemic insects like the conspicuous Arsenura armida. As well as insects, the state is known for its many arachnids, and features over 25 species of tarantula, Theraphysidae, of which many are endemic. The state is part of BirdLife International's Endemic Bird Area EBID project due to the number of endemic birds here. Some of these include green-cheeked Amazon, Amazona viridiginalis, Tamaulipas crow, Corvus imperatus, Altamira yellowthroat, Geothlypis flavivulata, and crimson-collared grosbeak, Rhodothropus sileno. Despite much of the deterioration of the forest areas, it is still an important stopover for migratory birds as well. Many endangered mammal species can be found here including two endemic rodents, Peromyscus socravinter, Neotoma angustipalata, the jaguar, Panthera onca, ocelot, Leopardus pardalis, jaguarundi, Herpailuris jaguarundi, and Cody, Nasua nerica. The endangered Baird's tapir may occasionally be spotted in the state's southern jungle regions, such as Biospherulos tuxtlis. This region is also the northernmost extent of the primatal Wata palliata, or mantled howler. Most of Veracruz's native forests have been destroyed and replaced by scrub and secondary communities of trees. From 1900 to 1987, over 18,553 square kilometers, 163.4 square miles, of forest had been logged, resulting in the loss of habitat and biodiversity. Much of the logging is due to commercial timber, search for tropical hardwoods and the clearing of land for local farmers, especially for cattle grazing. Only 20% of Veracruz's original ecosystem remains, with 64% transformed by human exploitation. Despite some efforts at conservation and reclamation, exploitation continues to put pressure on remaining wild areas. The state has 31 environmentally protected areas in 21 different municipalities. 9 are urban parks, 3 are national parks: Pico de Orizaba, Cofre de Parat and San Jose de los Molinos. The Cofre de Parat National Park is 11,700 hectares of pine and oyamel forest, which was created in 1937. The Los Tuxtlas Biosphere Reserve covers the municipalities of Angel Arcabada, Santiago Tuxtla, San Andres Tuxtla, Camaco, Sotipan, Macayapan, Pachapan and Tatahuicapan for a total of 155,122 hectares, 383,314.8 acres. It contains various volcanoes such as San Martin and Santa Marta and rich biodiversity as it stretches from sea level to higher elevations, with 16 climate regions groups into 4 climate types. Forest types range from evergreen tropical rainforest to pine. 75% of species here are also found in Central America, and there is a total of 2,368 plant species. Some, such as Costasters oi, Daphnopsis megacarpa, Eugeniosotos parsi, Inglesinici, Meconia ibari, Mormodes tuxtlensis and Polypterus rachiflexuosa, are native only to this area. Wildlife includes 102 mammal species, 49 amphibian, 109 reptilian, 561 bird species and more. Species in danger of extinction include the jaguar, spider monkey and anteater. The Veracruz Reef System is also considered to be a national park and is mostly off the coast of Veracruz City, Boca del Rio and Alvarado. The area includes coral reefs, seaweed beds and other marine vegetation, covering an area of 52,239 hectares, 129,085.4 acres. There are 17 reefs in total, some of which jut above the surface to form small islands. This system links with the reef system of Campeche and Yucatan.